don't want to even say that. I think saying they're a bad football team is overlooking them.
Yeah, I mean, the record-wise, yeah, they're a bad football team. I mean, look,
they're 5-8. That's not bad. Like,
it's bad. It's not good.
It's not good, but it's not bad. They're 5-8. It's like it's not that far off from the Lions.
2 wins, 3 losses.
The Lions are 7-7. The Panthers are 5-8. That's not a drastic difference. The Lions aren't this much better than the lowly Panthers. Like I think everybody's getting too caught up in it. Like, oh, it's like we're 10-5 or anything. Like, no, it's like they're still fighting for this team. Other teams are fighting for the exact same thing the Lions are, and the Panthers are one of them. They're fighting to win their division. They still have a very real possibility of doing that this year. So I think that is overlooking them in itself, is saying they have a bad record. They've won 5 games so far this year. It's only 2 less than the Lions.
I don't think anybody should be overlooking the Carolina Panthers. That definitely isn't the case. But I have no problem with anybody wants to call them a bad football team.
5-9, sorry.
They haven't really beat anybody. They beat the Seahawks. That beat us. I mean, you could point that out, but like they have been all over the place. They have no solution at quarterback. They started the season with Baker Mayfield. Then at some point it's P.J. Walker. Now it's Sam Darnold. Like, they fired their coach midseason. Like, it's a lot of chaos going on over there. They've traded Christian McCaffrey. Like, it's a bad football team. I have no issue with saying that, but like, in terms of overlooking it, hell no, I'm not going to do that. They're fully capable of beating this Detroit Lions team, just as almost any NFL team is capable of beating anybody on a given Sunday. I already made that point already, but like, this team specifically because of pieces that you mentioned on defense. Now, throughout the entire year, they aren't the greatest numbers on defense, and I actually wrote them down here. The Carolina Panthers defense, they're 15th in scoring, 14th in passing, which is actually, I mean, they're on the upper echelon of the passing. Now, you said J.C. Horn, that pretty good pass rush, and then it gets the run. They're 22nd. So hopefully, I mean, obviously Detroit Lions. We have that later on the show too. Ben Johnson saying they're in a funk in terms of like running the football. Hopefully, the Lions. This is a game where they can get that going, resource and confidence in that part of their offense. But JB Smoove, do you think Detroit Lions fans are overlooking the Carolina Panthers?
I don't think we are, but at the same time, I can see that this game has trap game written all over it. As Spencer was saying, they're still going out there competing. Like, they're still trying to knock off the Bucs in their division right now in the NFC South. Like, they're not just going to roll over and give you this W no matter what. At the beginning of the season, I mean, you've seen some slight changes that helped improve them a little bit. I mean, halfway through the season, you thought that they were just, selling off their players left and right after they traded Christian McCaffrey. You just thought that they were just going to be done for the season. But now it kind of seems like getting rid of Baker Mayfield and, Ja Rule, their head coach, leaving, and them starting Sam Darnold again. It's like, oh, they might have a little bit of resurgence, a little bit of life in them. The Lions cannot look past this team, because even though our record looks better and on paper Carolina looks terrible, they can still go out there and put up numbers.